Okay, this very first recipe is absolutely wild, and I'm not too sure how I feel about it. So I'm gonna get my fruit roll up, I'm gonna open it up and plate it. Then you're gonna get your ice cream, preferably vanilla. Take a scoop of that. I'm gonna put it in the fruit roll up, wrap it up like a little fruit roll up burrito, and then I'm gonna freeze it for a few hours. Here's one that I did last night. Oh, it is sticky. Oh, that is so unpleasant. It is so sticky. Oh, it's falling apart. Okay, I better just eat this quick. This is probably the weirdest texture I think I've ever eaten in my life. It tasted exactly what I thought it was gonna taste like, a melted fruit roll up with ice cream. I am so confused right now because that video had literally millions of views. What is going on? Hey second channel, welcome back to my second channel. So today my friends, we're gonna deep dive a mysterious, dark, interesting place that its full depths have yet to be explored. Food TikTok. The reason I wanted to explore food TikTok is because there's so much variety of the types of content that make up food TikTok. Things like viral recipes, weird food gadgets, rage bait food content, and food recipes that are just so dumb they might actually be genius. So without further ado, let's get into the very first food video. Alright, so for this very first video, we have a guy that has gone ultra viral. In fact, in the past 6 months alone, he's gained almost
6 million followers.
So his name is Logan, and he makes salads, but instead of using a bowl, they use a jar, and instead of using lettuce, they use cucumbers. And so basically he shakes it all up and then boom, a salad. And I know that sounds super strange, like a portable salmon salad, but his videos are just so satisfying.
And he has this one specific cucumber salmon recipe that made him super viral, and that's the one I'm gonna try today.
Okay, so I have all the ingredients here, and I'm not gonna lie, this was kind of extensive. Like, I don't know if the average person would have capers and this very specific type of cream cheese in their fridge, you know? And I didn't show this in the beginning, but one of the ingredients was just straight up MSG, which I definitely don't have, and I don't even know where to get that. But I have all the other ingredients, so I think this will work out just fine. All right, so first up, we're gonna do the cucumber. So I'm gonna add in my cucumbers, smoked salmon, red onion with a clean fork, some cream cheese, little bit of capers, seasoning, and lastly, salt. Now I'm gonna shake it up, just like he does, and let's see what it looks like. Ooh, it kind of smells like a homemade ranch dressing. It's very refreshing, and I'm so excited to try it out. Oh my god, this is amazing. If you like sushi or ranch dressing, there's like a 1000% chance that you would like this. This dude is definitely onto something because this is amazing. It's so good, it makes me want to dance. All right, next up, this gadget is so interesting that this TikTok creator literally has made their whole entire page about this gadget. And this is a stainless steel cake slicer. All you have to do is measure out the slice of cake that you want, clamp it down onto the cake, and then boom, a perfect slice every single time with no hassle. All right, so here is the device. And I'm not gonna lie, this kind of looks like a medieval torture device. And it looks like it's dirty and it's been used, but I promise that it's not. It's just that I hand washed it yesterday because there is nothing that gives me the ick more than when I watch other YouTubers who review food stuff, like food gadgets, and they just take it out of the package and start using it without washing it first. I don't know, just something about that really freaks me out. All right, so the cool thing about this is that I can make this slice really big or really small, just depending on what I feel like. But I think I'm just gonna do like a basic normal slice. All right, so I'm just gonna push it in. And then I'm gonna plate it. Oh, it's stuck on the, it's stuck. Oh, I got it. Ta-da! But yeah, I do think you have to be careful because as you can see, it doesn't come right off. It does get a little stuck. So I definitely can't do this one-handed. I'm definitely gonna need like a fork to free it. But this is totally cool and it works perfect. And I got some cake. All right, next up, we have a food hack that I am not too sure how to feel about this video. People are making candles out of butter. You hollow out some bread, put in the candle, and then as the lighter melts, it also melts the butter so you can like dip the bread into the butter. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one. Okay, so here is my candle. I made it last night by melting some butter with a wick into a cup, and I thought I'd spice it up just a little bit, and I even added some rosemary to it. And even though it doesn't look very aesthetically pleasing, it smells really good. It smells just like butter and rosemary. It's very nice. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is cut a hole into my bread. And by the way, I'm only using like 1/4 of a loaf because I have a feeling that this is not gonna work too well, and I don't want to waste a bunch of bread, you know? Okay, so here is my finished bread hole. It sounds so weird to say. Now I'm going to add the butter candle on, trim the wick. By the way, this wick that I got is a food grade wick. It's made out of hemp. And if you do this craft ever, make sure you get a food safe wick. Now I'm just going to light it up. And voila! My bread candle. Okay, so it's been
A solid hour.
and this is how much it's melted in that hour. And I guess I could have lit a bigger flame, but the problem is that it would have made more soot, and I don't want to be eating butter with soot mixed in it, you know? All right, so now I'm just going to get a piece of bread. I'm going to dip it and try not to catch it on fire. I hate that this is working so well. This is a lot of fun. I thought it was gonna be a disaster. I thought I was gonna be disappointed. I thought it was gonna be like a whole big thing. No, it works perfect. But even though this works, I personally don't recommend it because no matter what, you are gonna be eating a little bit of soot. But safety aside, anything for the aesthetic. And at this point, you're probably wondering how I was able to make a candle out of butter. And that's because I took a class from today's sponsor, Skillshare. Recently, I mentioned how big of a candle lover I really am, almost to the point of obsession, and I wanted to learn how to make my own. And with the classes and learning paths of Skillshare, I learned how to do just that. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives, with thousands of classes led by industry experts. I mean, you can take classes on design, illustration, productivity, entrepreneurship, creative writing, social media, watercolor, sewing, cooking. The amount of class subjects they have is just so vast. Plus, they have this thing called a learning path, which are a collection of classes on a specific skill to help you learn to the fullest. And the class that I took is called Candle Making Sent Your Way to Paradise by John Norman. He owns a candle business, and the class goes over all the basics of making a candle and how he makes his own candles, which he sells, which shout out to my guy.
And here is the candle that I hand poured and made myself.
Recently, Skillshare has released some new updates to make it even easier to find what you're looking for, with new smarter class categories, 3 new class topics, creative career, creative inspiration, and AI and innovation. And now you can even find classes based on the software and materials that you're specifically trying to learn about. They did not come here to play. Skillshare is giving the first 500 people to use the link in my description box down below a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So get started today, check it out, learn a little something something. And thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Next up, have you guys seen this candy that has gone super viral? It's candy, but it has like a peelable outer layer, so you can like peel to get to the candy on the inside. And it's really cute because all the candy is shaped like fruits, and so you're basically like mimicking peeling actual real fruit, but it's candy. And I've never seen a candy like this before, so this should be very interesting. So here they all are in all their glory, and as cute as these are, I'm a little bit salty right now because I paid $8 for these, even though Walgreens sells them for like $2, and I didn't know that. So already I'm done. Cut the show, cut the cameras.
Cut the show. I'm done. Take me off.
So first up I have mango. Oh, it's all melted together. There's no way that I'm gonna be able to peel it because it's all one big melted piece. But the whole thing is edible. Next up, I'm gonna try to peel the orange. Oh, it's working. I can see the little fruit candy. Oh my god. Next up will be the peach. Oh my god, this one might not work either. It's like one solid blob. So not only did I pay too much for these, but some of them came melted.
Take me off. Cut the show.
Can you make that commitment?
And lastly, we have the bananas. I want these to work so bad just because they're so adorable. Oh, I can kind of see it. Oh, it peels out into like a little banana. How cute. Oh my god, my heart. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this one is also slightly melted. It's not as perfect as the other one, but it's so cute. Ah. So these all taste really great. They taste like a less artificial tasting gummy, but the peeling aspect on these was kind of a fail. Which sucks because the TikTok video made it look so easy and fun. I wanted that too. Next up, we have a drink that has gone super viral, and I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. This is called a Crackle Drink. So basically what it is a plastic cup that has a hardened ring of chocolate around it and then your regular drink inside. And whenever you get the cup, you like crack it up and like loosen the chocolate and it mixes with your drink, and it is so satisfying. I don't know why it's so appealing to me, but I want to try it out so bad. I can't stop thinking about it. Okay, so I have the cup here. I actually made it last night, and so it's been freezing all night long. The only thing I have in here is almond milk, and I'm gonna have to do this very quick. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, apparently that was it. It cracked all in like one single squeeze. But good thing I have a backup, because I kind of had a feeling this would happen. Oh yeah, that was a lot more satisfying. And I think the reason this one worked a lot better than the other one is because I had a thinner layer of chocolate inside of this one.
But yeah, I don't recommend this one. Too much work for too little payoff.
So for this next video, this one goes out to all of my ASMR lovers out there. This is a candied treat from China called Tang Hulu, and it's basically fruit with a hardened layer of sugar, and I swear it is one of the most aesthetic, beautiful ASMR things I have ever seen in my life. And it seems really simple to make because all it is fruit with a layer of melted sugar on it. So I'm very confident that this one should not be a fail whatsoever. I am gonna have to just do a voiceover for this because mixing boiling sugar and trying to film at the same time is a recipe for disaster. First thing I'm gonna do is skewer my washed and dried grapes. I'm gonna mix a ratio of 50% sugar and 50% water and let it boil until it turns brown. Then I'm gonna get my skewers, dip it in the mixture, quickly dip it into an ice bath, and then voila! Finished Tang Hulu. Alright, so here they are in all their glory. I only burned myself once, and it is now blistering. So let's see if these make an ASMR noise together. Yeah, that did not work. There's way too much water in these. Let's see how they taste. These are obviously not crunchy enough for ASMR, and it tasted exactly like the fruit, except sugar overload times 1,000. But it's good though, I like it. So if you do try this technique, just be aware it's one of the hardest ones in this video. You have to get the mixture just right, and even then, I still think you're gonna need practice. But if you can get it right, the payoff is so worth it. This next video, it goes out to all my fellow fall and Halloween lovers out there. This is a hack to make regular cinnamon rolls into the shape of a pumpkin. You basically just tie them up, you bake them, add a little cinnamon stick on top, and then boom, just like that, you've turned your regular cinnamon roll into a pumpkin roll. Ah, I love it so much. All right, so I have my cinnamon rolls here, and I'm absolutely terrified right now because I hate opening these dough cans because I'm always scared that I'm gonna pop it wrong and then the little metal thing is gonna shoot at me. It's so scary. So for this craft, I'm gonna get some butcher's twine, which I'll link the Amazon link down below along with anything else in this video that I'm talking about. Now I'm gonna align 4 strings together to make 8 sections, just like this. I'm gonna tie it up 4 times. And boom, here it is. It's definitely not as perfectly aligned as the TikTok video, but what pumpkin in real life is perfect? And I strive to not be a perfect pumpkin. So I'm gonna repeat the process, and I'm gonna cook it for a minute or 2 less than what the packaging says because these have more surface area, so they're gonna cook faster. And I will be back with the results.
A few moments later.
Okay, so here they are. They turned out so perfect, and this was so easy. And instead of using full-on cinnamon bark for the stem, I ended up just using a pretzel because it's completely edible and it's a lot cheaper, and I think it looks equally cute. But yeah, these are so cute, perfect for October, 10 out of 10, do recommend. And for the grand finale. For this video, I thought we would do something surprisingly normal. This is an easy, beginner-friendly recipe that as of right now has over 133 million views. And I'm gonna show you how to make it.
Start by bringing a pot of water to a boil and brown a pound of ground beef. Add in a half a chopped white onion. I'm being lazy, so I used frozen onions, and guess what? Works just as good. Season how you want. I did salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, and garlic powder. While your meat cooks, your water should be about done boiling, so you'll go ahead and add in some tortellini. I use the family size kind. When your meat is done cooking, add a jar of marinara sauce. Use every last drop because that's expensive. Cook and bring this to a simmer, and then you'll add in a block of cream cheese. Once a creamy sauce is formed and your tortellini is done cooking, you'll add that into the mixture and mix it up really good. But top with cheese, bake at 350 for 15 minutes, and then broil and watch it closely.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a bite and see how this goes. Oh my god, it's so cheesy. That is so good. Oh my god. And it was so easy to make too. 10 out of 10. So there you guys go. That was my deep dive into the mysterious world of food TikTok. I had a lot of fun making this. This is my second channel. I have a lot more videos like this. Don't forget to subscribe. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much again for watching. Happy drawing or cooking. And I'll see you guys next video. Bye.